Welcome to the Lead Well podcast. Around here, we believe leadership shouldn't cost you your peace, your well-being, or the parts of yourself you've worked so hard to reclaim. I'm your host, Trasetta Washington, leadership wellness coach and strategist. And my mission is to give you practical, actionable steps that will help you reduce overwhelm, lead more effectively, and build a sustainable rhythm for both your team and your life. Let's dive into today's conversation. Hey leaders, welcome back to the Lead Well podcast. Well, so far in this series, we have talked about reevaluating, which is pausing long enough to see clearly, and energizing, rebuilding your leadership capacity instead of pushing through depletion. Now, today, we're going to move into the third step of my REST framework, which is S, strategize. And this is where many leaders think that they've already done the work because most leaders have plans, right? But planning and strategizing are not the same thing. Strategy isn't just planning. Planning focuses on tasks, where strategy focuses on alignment. Strategizing asks a deeper question than planning does. It asks, does the way I'm leading actually support the life that I am living? You can have a perfectly organized plan that still exhausts you. And strategy without alignment just becomes pressure. Now, leaders often plan based off of expectation, not necessarily their capacity. They look at what the role requires, what other people may need, what has always been done. Very few plans actually take into account the energy, season, or reality that you're in. So leaders end up committing to strategies that look good on paper, yet feel heavy in practice. Matter of fact, I didn't plan on talking about this, but I'm going to insert this in here. Just a few months ago, I was in this same place. I had this plan that I was trying to implement, but I had a major life shift. And the plan that I had did not align with the life shift that I was experiencing. And there was a lot of friction that I was experiencing because things weren't working out the way that I had planned, just because I didn't have the capacity that I had when I made the plan. And once I slowed down long enough to recognize that, I was able to go back and strategize and craft a new plan that made sense with the new capacity that I had, right? And so that was a shift that I made. And one of the biggest shifts that I help other leaders make is doing that same thing, moving from focusing solely on systems to taking a look at the rhythm, your rhythm as a leader. Systems can be very rigid. However, rhythms are responsive. A rhythm adapts to energy, season, capacity. It creates flow instead of friction, right? And so leadership then becomes more sustainable because it moves with you, not against you. And so strategizing well starts with being honest. Right? You've got to be honest with yourself. And, this is not about how you wish you had capacity. It's not how you used to function, but what is real right now. This looks like taking a look at what hours are you your sharpest? What time of day do you have your most mental focus? When does your energy lull? What are the tasks? What are the things that drain you faster than they really should? Right? Your capacity is data. Taking a look at this information provides you with data. It's not about limiting. It's not about limiting yourself. It's about taking a look at where you actually are and aligning the way that you work with that. right? It's building a leadership rhythm. A supportive rhythm has intention behind it. There's time for focus, there's time for meetings, and most importantly, there is time for recovery. Not everything on your schedule or not everything that you need to complete gets equal space, and that is okay. When your week has a rhythm to it, your leadership is going to feel so much steadier. And what I like to do is prioritize my energy zones. Every single person walking the face of this planet has energy zones. You have high focus times, you have maintenance times, you have low energy times. And leaders who are strategic match the tasks that they do to the energy that they have. They don't force deep work during time periods where their energy is depleted. They work with their energy, not against it. Now, rest is not something that you do after you've completed the work. Rest is a part of the strategy. That means putting breaks in between your meetings, having white space on your calendar, putting boundaries in place to protect your recovery time. One of the things that I do, and I talked about this recently, is I absolutely love training and teaching. At the same time, it is very energetically depleting for me. So soon as I am booked for a training, I block time off on the front end to rest, to prepare, and time on the back end for recovery, so that I don't go straight from having depleted myself into a very heavy day. Rest allows for your strategy to hold. It allows for you to actually maintain and activate the strategy that you have crafted. Good strategy is going to help to reduce decision fatigue. You have clear priorities, you've defined ownership, and you've created simple systems. When you as a leader stop carrying everything in your head, clarity is going to increase. You can't walk around trying to hold it all in your brain yourself. Those systems will help. Strategic leadership is not about doing more. It's really about creating structure. It's about creating a structure that supports decision making. It helps you to get clear on expectations, define clear roles, define clear focus. And that clarity is going to reduce friction for you and for your team, right? Because your team is going to feel it when you as a leader have a rhythm. Your decisions are made from a place of calm, not reaction. Your communication is clearer, and you're not in firefighter mode all the time. That urgency decreases. And when you are a steady leader, that helps you to create a steady team because your team mirrors you as a leader. Now, within my REST framework, strategizing comes after reevaluation and energizing. You don't build strategy on exhaustion. You build it on clarity and capacity, and that's what makes it sustainable. And I want to leave you with this. Strategy doesn't have to feel confining or even overwhelming. It can feel spacious, supportive, and aligned. Leadership does not have to consume your life in order for it to be effective. Now, if you're realizing that your current strategy no longer supports your energy or your life, a leadership reset session can help you. Together, we will reevaluate what's draining you, will energize your capacity and strategize in a way that feels grounded and doable. You can book your session using the link in the show notes. And as always, I want to thank you for being here. I count it an honor when you take the time to share space and your time with me. Now, in our next episode, we're going to close out the framework with T, which is take action. This is how to move forward with clarity instead of pressure. All right, that's all for now. And until next time, remember to lead well and live well.